And he's like, Jane, I'm really serious.
I'm at my other client today, and I buttoned my jacket all the way up.
Jay,
For some reason, I had like 4 people that day.
So we got one, right?
Yeah. I did. I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For what?
I had a cupcake.
Oh, I have more than me.
Are these videos like in order?
I think so.
Oh, yeah, actually.
Donut down at the Saskatoon Spring.
There you go.
I am fine. There you go. Right. Should I pick it by the Monday? That's on my
Oh, is that how it works?
I was just saying.
You like chocolate.
These are my favorite cake. Who gets 2? Well, all of them. Whether they small or somebody got 2. Why didn't they get 2?
Because I took it off of mine, so I don't. I'm not getting sucked in.
I should not.
I cheated last night. I cheated last night. What a bunch of
Best sleep I've had in a while.
really helped.
Yeah, I think I already. Oh, shit.
And then I saw that there, and I was
Wait,
like,
we're going, right?
Yeah.
I just walked right over.
I know.
Yeah.
I can't deal with that.
Oh, green.
Morning, everybody. Let's go get started.
I am back. I'm awake. I'm awake from that. Got back from India. Unreal.
Unreal in a good way?
Oh, biggest destination wedding I've ever seen in my life. It was in Gujarat, my best friend's daughter. My henna has faded. It was 3 days of multiple ceremonies in a day. I had like 6 grand outfits. No. The bride's mother, who's my best friend, said, I've never seen any wedding like this. She's saying herself.
Wow.
It's like 2 crores burned in 3 days.
Did you eat well?
That's why I don't want to eat.
Yeah, so, good to see you.
Served well and ate well.
Who knows the Tim Tebow Night to Shine? Tell me what that's about.
It's basically like a prom for special needs children.
Yep.
And he goes all over the country and they get volunteers to help with that.
So I got to go to Roanoke and dance. She's turning 18 in about 2 weeks. So I got to be her, and that's an incredible night because it's their prom. And she was having the best time, so guys, that was special. Anyway, who else has something that they want to share? Yes, sir. Good morning.
Good morning. Well, it's kind of hard to compete with that, but as you know, I coach high school basketball. Some of it Centennial High School. Girls won last night, and we're first time in about 10 years going to the state.
Yeah. Now that's cool. And I forgot no basketball coach. Yes, sir.
I am super excited because there is a thing in the sky called the sun, and it's going to be warm today. So I am excited to be in nice weather.
Maybe we don't shoot it
down. Anything else y'all want to share quickly? Anybody else? Anything good going on?
So on the basketball, playing off of what George said, I've got another nephew that 18 plays for Blessed Trinity, and they won the region against Pope last week, and became the #1 seed. And he was the #1 point scorer in that game. So Jackson Lewis, we got Region 7A, first team.
Wow.
And they're playing tonight, I think, and they got a bye week in their in the region playoffs, so they're playing tonight.
And, I play multiple sports. You know what position I played most of the time? Left out. Yeah, I was not big at sports. That's not one of my favorites. I was one of the ones that I was nice, but I look at it, so I made it in other ways. Anybody else want to share this morning? Yes, sir. Good morning.
Excited. We got Ghana flag right there.
Yeah. I introduce yourself one more time. A long time. Remind me who you are, and tell me what else you do when you're not here.
I'm Patrick. When I'm back here, I'm a physician assistant at Northside Atlanta PR.
Oh, wow.
He's a PA, guys. He decided to come and do with us also. So if anything happens to me, just call Patrick. He'll come and take care of me. Is that right? Hey, guys, anybody else before we move on? Let us move on. And Carrie, come on up.
Happy Valentine's Day, everybody. As a redhead, I don't usually wear pink, but I was like, I'm gonna wear it today. Just in the spirit of the day of love, right?
Exactly right.
Yes. Well, good to see you guys. I'm Carrie with Thomas and Brown. We are your preferred attorney partner here at the office. If I haven't had a chance to meet you, we have offices in Woodstock, East Cobb, which is right downstairs, Galleria, Alpharetta, Blue Ridge, Buckhead, Cartersville, and West Cobb. So we are all over for you guys. We have a couple of things coming up. I know tomorrow's the Wind Down Wednesday at Milo's at 5:30. And then if you're going to family reunion and you have not RSVP'd, today is the last day for an RSVP just because they're like adamant to get a number. But I think most of the people going have sent me one. So our event is Saturday night there. So that's going to be a lot of fun. And then on March the 9th, we have a CE class. And we're trying to keep in the theme of like the months, you know, for like a little theme. So I was like, St. Patrick's Day, March, get lucky with Thomas and Brown. That doesn't sound appropriate. So we're gonna do Coming Up Green. So we're gonna basically talk about from contract to close successfully. Coming Up Green, Money's Green. I don't know, it was a stretch, but it works and it's appropriate. So that's good. So that'll be from 10 to 1 in this room, and we'll have lunch, of course. So do mark your calendars, and I will send out info soon, probably this week. Just need it.
I think it's time you bring back We Love Thomas and Brown stickers.
I do have them.
You do? Good.
I sure do.
Good.
So yes, and it is TMB Loves Me month. So if y'all have not followed us yet on Instagram and Facebook, we're doing some more fun giveaways. Just, you know, gift cards, treats, all that good stuff that people love. Need, because we love you. All right. I love you.
And we love Thomas and Brown. Yay, Thomas and Brown.
That would be us.
Come on.
Good morning, y'all.
Daniel, maybe he can let you speak.
I told you. Did I tell you? He says it every week.
Can you imagine?
Well, happy Valentine's
Without
Day.
comment, that's what I want to say.
Happy Valentine's Day to everyone. We love and appreciate our partnership. And I hope you enjoy the little buntinis that Heather got for us. They are my favorite.
Can we give, I mean, without Heather, these people don't.
That's right. So just so you guys know, this is called a bunt-tini. Did y'all already know that?
No.
You did?
Nothing but makes is consistently good. No
I thought she was
matter
talking
where
about me.
you
She
go
said
across the
butt-tini.
country. Yeah. No, buntini. We better get straight. Yeah.
Sorry, Don. Yeah, Don.
Anyways, you want to talk about our program that we've got going?
If that's okay.
Yes.
Jim's all right. So guys, listen, I am a Shade Tree DIY person, and I don't know about most of you guys, but I've got a little shelf in my shop that has a little drawer for about every different kind of screw and nail you can think of. I don't know about y'all, but I don't throw them away. I keep them and sort them out because I'm thinking I might need one. Well, this is kind of what this is. This is a different tool for you to keep in your toolbox. You're not going to need this a lot, but there may be times when you do, and it'll be handy to have it. This is FHA down payment assistance. This is 102% finance, 101.5% financing. It's a first mortgage and a second mortgage. You can have assistance of up to 5% of the home purchase price or of the appraised value, whichever is less. 0% interest, 0% on the second mortgage. It's forgivable after 5 years, after they've paid it, so it can go away. Yes, sir. You want to apply right now, do you?
Where do I sign up?
I'm just kidding.
Is this kind of like just like a variation on
Georgia Dream or something like that you just don't have to pay?
Well, I think it's better than Georgia Dream because this underwrites straight to FHA guidelines. Also, too, it can go down to a 620. FHA doesn't, I mean, Georgia Dream only goes down to a 640, and if you go down to below 680 on Georgia Dream, your DTI is limited, so it becomes even harder. This one, it can go up to a 50% DTI. There's no income or geographic restrictions. That's huge because Georgia Dream and all the other bond programs do have that. Yes, ma'am.
Is this limited to first-time home buyers?
No,
Okay.
it's not. So this is actually a pretty neat program. Now, your client's gonna get a little sticker shock. The interest rate is gonna be higher. Is that a surprise that the interest rate's gonna be higher? But I priced one out yesterday with a 680 and the rate was in the mid-7s. Which sounds awful, but you know what? It's one of those no house loans, right? If you want to have a house, and you don't have any money, this is the loan that can work for you. So if you combine this with some seller contributions.
How many points does it take to buy the rate down 1%?
Let me research that for you, Doug. Just kidding. That would change every day on the rate sheet.
Yeah.
So it depends on, as the market changes every day on any loan, the amount to pay to buy the rate down.
Okay.
Yeah, and you wouldn't be able to pay enough points to buy it down 1 full percent in interest rate. It would.
Okay.
Yeah. So anyway, another tool for the belt, another nail in the box, whatever. So if we can help you guys, we'd love to. Questions? Cool. Thanks a lot, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Let's give them a hand, guys. Thank you so much. Right, come on up. Our wonderful sponsor. Come on up, guys. Come on. Engineers.
Oh, that's already sounds too smart for me.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Valentine's Day. I want to start by thanking everybody for letting us come in and speak to you this morning. We really appreciate that. This is actually our old logo. This is our new one. We got some hats if anybody wants hats.
So if I wear this hat, would I look smarter then?
People might think you're a little bit smarter.
They have a hat.
Thanks.
Jim, you should wear it backwards. You can wear it backwards. Yeah.
There you
What do you think?
Love it.
This is my look?
Yeah.
I love it. Okay, good.
The blazer and the sneaks.
All right, so if I can tell you a little bit about what we do, I want to introduce myself. My name is Jesse. This is Allie. We're here to tell you about Noble Engineering. Like our name suggests, we offer professional engineering services, and we primarily work in the residential sector, which not very many companies around here do. So we can offer, we're actually able to accomplish that because we have a professional engineer on staff, as well as qualified technicians. We can come out, assess different structural issues with the house. We can write reports, can offer permitting, and actually offer repair solutions and repair services as well. A few of the services that we offer, one of the main areas that we work in is the crawl space and foundation of the home. Probably the least desirable part of a house. I'm sure you guys probably don't show very many clients the crawl space, right? However, you might, if you have a client, they might get an inspection report back, and a lot of the time there's a lot of red, a lot of bad things going on in a crawl space. What we can offer to you, to offer to your client, we can come out and we can assess the situation a little bit further, have it reviewed by an engineer. And 50% of the time, there's really not an issue to worry about. So we can offer you a report that could possibly put your client's mind at ease. That being said, if there is an issue, we can also offer a repair estimate and repair solutions, something that maybe you might be able to use to negotiate. Another service we offer, LVL beam installations. If you're not familiar with what that means, basically we can come in, we have an engineer on staff, we're able to get permitting, we can come identify load-bearing walls, we can also knock those walls out. So we can actually perform the construction aspect of that as well. We can knock walls out, put beams up. If you have a client that, maybe they're on the fringe, wanting to buy a house, and that's something that they want, you know, we can offer that service as well.
And it's great for an open concept floor plan. It
Absolutely.
knocks down the wall and then that can substitute the wall.
Yeah, that's, I mean, everybody wants that nowadays, right? Want to knock that kitchen wall out, open it up into the living room. That's something that we're definitely capable of. We can come out and consult on it, but we can also offer the construction services as well. Lastly, just as a catch-all, we also offer a wide range of other structural assessments and repairs, not just, you know, crawl space and foundations. But any other structural aspect of a home, we can come out, we have the engineer, we can send a tech out, engineer out, get a bunch of data, write up a report for your client, and also offer repair solutions for that. You know, and that's anything in a house, decks, retaining walls, any structural framing members, anything like that that might be of a concern to you, or you're just not sure of it, or your client's not sure of it, we can come out, take a look at it, and hopefully put your client's mind at ease. And that's pretty much it. So,
Guys, what questions do you have?
Very much a needed service.
Great.
yes, there's not very many companies that offer engineering services in the residential sector, and so that's, you know, something we pride ourselves in. Yes, I'm sorry.
What's your fee for coming out to do a repair estimate?
So we have two separate fees.
Okay.
If you actually want the engineer to come out personally, that fee is gonna run you around $700 to $900, depending on the scope of the work. But we also have a lesser fee to send a technician out just to collect data. That technician will then take that back to the engineer. The engineer is gonna review everything and put his stamp on it. So no matter what, your client's getting an engineer's stamp of approval.
And if he doesn't come out.
They can get that at a cheaper rate,
How
I'm
much
sorry.
is it if the technician comes out?
Technician comes out, it's gonna drop that rate to about $500.
Okay.
So, yep.
Other questions? All right, so, what would you just say, if you see this, call us. If there's a problem in the crawl space, if they say foundation, what would be the number one reason they would call you guys for?
So, yeah, crawl space, that's a great question. So in the crawl space, we offer, this is a huge problem in Georgia. Water mitigation. Water in crawl space is a huge issue. We can come up with repair solutions to fix that. We can do full encapsulations. If there's a crack in the foundation wall or structural members in the foundation, whether that's floor joist members, concrete support columns, if there's cracks or anything like that, we can come in and take a look at it for you.
Great resource, you all?
Yeah.
Any other
Yes,
questions?
French drains.
Any other questions? Let's give them a hand, guys. We have one more.
No, I was just gonna say, I've referred these guys to a few clients, and they're thorough with their write-ups, and so appreciate you guys.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you so much. Give them a hand, guys.
To come out and do an evaluation.
To do an assessment, a structural assessment is gonna cost you, like I said, if you just want the technician to come out to collect the data, that's gonna cost you around $500. But if you want the engineer to come out personally, that'll cost you about $900.
Do you have a brochure?
Yeah, actually, in those business cards, if you scan that QR
Okay,
code, it'll
scan
take-
it with my.
Yeah, it'll take you to our Google page, and then you can see
Yeah.
everything, reviews, website, brochure, everything.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Cool, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you for coming. Thank you.
And if you guys want any hats?
I have one already.
We'll hang out for a little bit too if anybody has any other questions.
We love having you guys here with us. So thank you very much.
Thanks for giving us your time. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Hey, let's give them a hand. Okay, Rachel, which one is your favorite YRC2Ts? Which one jumps out at you this morning?
Oh, God. Weird.
Huh?
Teamwork, probably.
And what teamwork?
I think I might be biased in this because I manage my team, and so if it's just like, okay, if we're all working together and everyone's helping each other, like everybody just has way more closings and is having more fun and loves their job too, you know.
And teamwork means that someone does something better than I do. And I
Yeah,
allow them to do
exactly.
that,
For
which is
sure.
great, which teamwork is one of my favorite ones, guys, that's which I love. Together, everyone achieves more. If you can work as a team, that's always better. And again, I'll remind you, the person on the other side of the table, even though they ain't acting like a jerk, they still are your teammate. They're on the other side, guys, so the better you can treat them, the better, and I want us to do what's right always. So that's fabulous. Way to go. Agent highlight, let's turn it up. I want to be able to see this guy. We're getting a lot of good reviews this week. If you want to be featured, you got to let Kim know that you want to be featured and send her the information, and she will get you up there. So agent highlight, Lilia, been 16 years in real estate. I think the whole time she's been here, she did construction, she's a material engineer. Those of those engineer people that are smart. Chose KW because of the culture and quant atmosphere. Been here for 16 years. She and her daughter have a team, and Lily is amazing. Let's give Lily a hand. All right, congratulations to Music and Waterfalls. I love that too. That's great. So Lily is amazing. Okay, and so you're here, aren't you?
Yes.
All right, stand up, stand up, stand up, stand up, stand here. All right, so tell us about you.
Well, I'm a new agent, about a year in real estate, and I chose Keller Williams because I always hear the best about the culture, and also your office was one of the best in Atlanta. And my background goes to architecture and design. I'm still doing architecture and design sometimes because it's a family business, but I'm a full-time real estate, living and working in Easttown.
And I love your passion being in real estate. And doing great things. So,
Well,
we're glad to have you here with us. Fabulous. Okay. All right, moving on. Metro Market Report, group coaching, how to use your stats for your business with Liz Carr. Liz's father was the chart master for a long time. He retired about a year ago. So guys, she understands the stats very, very well. So please come and listen to Liz on Wednesday, February the 15th at 11 a.m. Liz Carr. Please do that. This Wednesday, register for the Keller Williams Concierge Atlanta webinar. Rob, you want to talk about this?
So the concierge webinar is for Atlanta. And is anyone familiar with what the concierge service is? Okay, so there's a lot of different things that they could do. One of the things is awesome. We've heard of Curbio, right? Well, they'll come in and give you the money to fix up the house and then you sell it. Well, Keller Williams also has the same type of program. So when you have those listings that you walk into, you're just like, why did I walk into a hoarder's house and how are we gonna get this thing up there and going and everything, and they have no money, right? This is a great opportunity. So are we gonna use all these services? Probably not all the time, but you need to have it in your quiver of different arrows that you could talk about. It just makes you a more rounded professional instead of just an agent, right? You're a professional consultant. So I highly recommend you guys go to that.
Guys, we want to make sure that you are the most informed in the industry, which I love. And so guys, please join this February 15th. Register below. Did you send this out, Kimberly?
It went out yesterday,
Yes,
but I'll send it out again.
Send it out again. That's great, guys. So please sign up. At least hear what's here. So if you need one of these services, you know what to do. I'm going to be on the seminar myself because I want to know more about it. Wet Your Whistle Wednesday, which we talked about, and it's coming up tomorrow from 5 to 7 at Marlowe's Tavern. It is our first time to be out at Marlowe's in a while, so please come. If you want to come and bring a co-op agent with you, just to say treat them to a beer or to a glass of wine or iced tea, whatever you like. But come join. It's going to be tomorrow at Marlowe's at 5 to 7. Marlowe's right down here. So please, Wet Your Whistle Wednesday. Group coaching, how to set up your finances with Barry Wolford. Barry knows this very, very well. So guys, please come that. It'll tell you how to set up your finances and what you need to be doing to make sure that you are more P than L. If you know what that means, you're in trouble. Jason Abrams, the original Jeff Van Green, is full of amazing context and possible to be in every session. See if you're not going. Join KW's head of industry, Jason Abrams, for a fast-paced recap on Monday the 27th. Guys, I would put this down. Jason is very entertaining. He's very bright, and he will bring, here's what came out of this, And for ones that don't want to spend that much money to go to Anaheim, guys, this is a great thing for you. Register free at this. You need to jump on this because you will see what you missed at Family Reunion, which should be a great time. And Jason will do a great job presenting it. All right, Angela, are you here? So guys, we do this every year. It's been going on for at least 10 years, guys. And this is a great way for you to touch your clients. Who in here has got a client or knows somebody that needs to get rid of some junk? Everyone's hand should go up. Everyone does. So this is a great way for you to touch your clients. John, what to say to them will come. This is the thing you can send to them, invite them to. And again, it's on March the 11th from 9 to 12. You do have to RSVP, and you cannot put it on your social media and invite all your friends. You've not paid for this. So guys, brand new agents that have never capped $75. Individual agents, $125. Groups, teams, 3 or more is $175. So guys, that is a deal for you to be able to touch your clients, and it always is a wonderful event. The clients that come love being out here because they get to get rid of a lot of their junk. So anyway, guys, sign up for this. This is a way for you to touch your clients. 36 touches. Keller Williams Annual Red Day, Thursday, May the 11th. Put it on your calendar. Get it on there. Someone want to talk about it? Yeah, Red Day is Mo Anderson's birthday. She was the CEO, president of our company for a long time. She's an incredible lady, and we celebrate this day. When we stop what we're doing, we don't work that day, and we come and we give back to the community, guys. That's another thing that you can do to your clients. But look what we're doing today. You can come join us if you like. Anyway, join us, guys. Put it on there. All right. Your very first listing. Rob, you want to come do this? Sure. Come on, Rob.
First listing. Pauline Newman. Is she here?
Is Pauline here? Let's give Pauline a hand. First listing, guys.
Stephen Wilson.
Who remembers their first listing here? I do. Because in Gwinnett County, I got lost going there, so. Not because it was too far, I just didn't have it.
How much was that, by the way?
$126,000.
Wow, that was big dollars back then. First closing, payday. Angelina. Where's Angelina? Please take the sugar.
Go get her. Go get her, Ian.
Come get your sugar.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Exactly right, Jill. He knew where to find you.
January capper.
I'm gonna do the cappers, you'll get through that, sorry. Sit down. Sit down. First capper, all right, guys, so we, I wanna make a big deal about this because guys, capping means what? You get to do what? You keep the whole commission, you have to pay part of it. I get people telling me, but Jim, I'm at a 75% footprint. I go, is there a franchise fee? Well, yes. What's their commissions? 69%. So guys, and you don't have to pay the 6% fee, nor you have to pay anything else, guys. It's 100%. So these people in January cap, let's give them a hand. Cindy Contrucci, wait a minute, Cindy. She's tried every year since I've been here. It's all about my wonderful leadership, not true. All right, Maggie Cook. Is Maggie here? Let's give Maggie a hand. 100%. Matt Judy, one of our commercial guys. Let's give him a hand. Way to go, Matt. Gabriel, come on, buddy. Happy Valentine's Day. Mandy, is she here? Let's give Mandy a hand. She's tapping one more time. Way to go, Mandy. I'm proud of you. All right, lessons learned. Rob, you're back up.
So I get all kinds of interesting stuff that comes across my desk. And this doesn't come up a lot. I got a pen. anybody not know, and please raise your hand, what the process is for 1031 exchange?
Anyone what?
Is it not now?
1031 exchange. So I'm gonna give you the 30,000 foot view of it, right? And then speak to your closing attorney, and they can give you a recommendation of a company, 1031 exchange company to work with. So if Jeff owns a property, and I do know he owns property down at the beach, right? And if he decides that he wants to sell that property, and he's such a great negotiator, he bought it for $50 and now it's worth $600,000. Uncle Sam is going to put their hand out, right, and want a piece of that action. So what do you want to do is you want to avoid Uncle Sam, right? So how do we do that? So you can put that property into what is called a 1031 exchange, okay? And you can transfer that to another property, okay? So when you do that, there's a couple of numbers. You have 45 days, okay, to identify the property, okay? You have to identify contractually in the exchange which property you're buying, okay? Then you have 180 days to close that property, okay? And in doing so, that tax does not happen now, it is deferred. Okay? So you as the agent, okay, when your client says, we want to do an exchange, okay, so now you have a sophisticated person that understands tax law. Your job is not to give them advice on the taxes, okay? Because you don't want them coming back to you to say, well, you said if I just get a property and, you know, you didn't tell me it was 45 days and it's 50 days into it, they got a problem, right? Jeff would not be very happy with you if all of a sudden he had to write a big fat check, okay? So I got a call yesterday from one of our agents. Had no idea what it meant, but the client had brought it up. And she says, I don't want to sound stupid or anything. And I'm like, just sounds stupid. I mean, I've been doing this a long time from the loan side and the real estate side. My exact thing was, we need to get someone to help you, okay? I can help you get into contract by these dates and everything, but I am not the one giving advice. So call the best resources, call your closing attorney, because they've dealt with a bunch of different exchange companies, okay? That is the best. Has anyone done a 1031 exchange in here? Okay. What would be the one warning you'd give somebody?
What you said.
Yeah, I mean, make sure that it's written into the contract in the beginning. The days start before the 45 and the 180. It has to be written in to the contract that the other party in the contract will assist in the 1031 exchange.
Because those dates are hard.
Yeah.
And there is, if you go into, I don't know what contract forms provider you use, Zip Forms provides, and Georgia Association of Realtors provides a wonderful step that you copy, paste, and then you're not playing lawyer or accountant or anything. And it is in the little drop-down box that says 1031 exchange special stipulation. Can't get much simpler than that.
So here's what I will say. When it comes to commercial or doing 1031 exchanges, stay in your lane.
I was just gonna say, and A year ago, I closed 2 of these. Lon has a great QI, which is a qualified intermediary that you have to have, and Georgia MLS offers a free CE class, which I took. You need some good CE. It's actually it's a good class. So I got, obviously you can Google and
You
read
got
about
learned
it.
up on it.
I'm scheduling a
Yeah.
class in the next couple of weeks on this.
Okay.
Rob, I think that, the one that, Lon recommends is Atlanta Deferred Exchange. I just forwarded you their initial email packet.
Okay, cool.
I just did one in the fall, and it was, as long as you listen to them, ask plenty of questions and listen to what they tell you, you can stay out of trouble.
Awesome.
I think one of the hardest things that my clients have had to really kind of understand is what is like kind. You can't swap that ratty duplex for a beachfront condo that is your retirement home.
Right, yes. And there is a key in this, it has to be equal to or greater value. So if you sell something for 500, you can't go buy something for 350.
Yes, you
You
can.
can, but you gotta pay taxes on that.
You just have to pay taxes on the
Correct,
difference.
correct.
You want to avoid.
To avoid all the tax, see, that's why I don't.
Now, see if you are.
Yes, I'm staying in my lane.
Stay in your lane.
You all, I will tell you, I've done several of them, several. You know how much I know about it? You know why? I don't have to know about it. I have somebody that knows about it for me, that knows what they're doing. It's like when I go see my dentist, I don't ask him about my hurt foot. Even though he'd have an opinion about that too. But hey guys, so the thing is, find a professional and say, here's how to do it, they know what they're doing. But you do need to at least be aware of it, because someone's gonna ask you about that, and we want you to at least know about it, at least know who to go to. And Lon's a good resource for them, okay? Okay, so I sort of got insulted last week by a young whippersnapper that's gonna get up here, you know what I mean? I was asking her, so how do you like the social media part of lead generation? She said, we do use a lot. I said, is like Facebook your favorite one? She says, oh, we don't do Facebook. Oh, okay, whippersnapper. And then she asked me if I had this account. I said, yes, I do. Surprised her. So guys, I will Rachel come up today with her team and talk about the way that they're using social media to generate leads. So come on, Rachel. Let's give Rachel a hand here. She is a whippersnapper. Is that the true story?
Yeah.
Right,
We
Mary?
do use Facebook though, but like very little.
Very little. Well, at least you admit you
Yeah,
use it a
he
little
uses
bit.
it.
All right, just want to make sure. What you told Rachel wasn't 100% true.
Yeah, exactly. Hey everyone, I'm Rachel Ellinger.
Who knows John Ellinger? Is he decent talent?
He is the most awesome man in the world.
That's me.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
That would be my father that
Exactly right,
they're talking about, who's been at Con for how many years now?
Paige, has he been here 13, 14 years?
15.
15 years?
Yeah, he
Oh,
left
wow.
Remax. We office next to each other at Remax, and we've been together for a long time, since like before you were born.
Yeah, I tried to get him to come to the team meeting, but he doesn't do that, so you guys can call him out on it. But yeah, so we have a team now, Ellinger team, and this is Will and Jenny who are on our team, and our newest agent, Tori, who just joined us last week, right? Yeah.
Very good.
So we do a lot of lead generation through social media, particularly Instagram, I would say. Does anybody in here have Instagram? Okay.
Ask who
You guys,
uses it.
who uses it for lead gen?
Kind of.
I just spy on my kids.
Okay, alright. Who has Facebook? More. Does anybody use Facebook for lead gen?
Kind of, sort of.
Alright, well, we're gonna talk about how to use it more today. So Jenny's gonna start us off. She does more of our like marketing, posting, things like that. So she's gonna teach you how to create posts, and then Will and I will get into how to make stories, which is where we're most successful with lead gen. Jenny? Okay, so my wheelhouse is mainly graphics. So I will use graphics for when I have an open house, or if one of our teammates have a transaction, like announcing the sale, a new listing, you get the gist. So I'll start with command because that is, does everyone know that you can do that in command? Yes. Okay, so maybe this won't be new information, but I just go to designs, and I hit, I'm sorry,
Is that what's on your screen, a little bigger?
Make it bigger,
If
or I
possible,
guess
it's not a
expand
school.
it.
Full- yeah,
Full screen. Full screen.
is that better?
Or
That's great,
go-
thank you.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
you can
great.
just-
Come closer if you can.
Yeah.
Okay, so I go to designs, and then I hit
Jenny,
create
but
design.
Before you move forward, would you tell one more time, it's available to do what on command? Just so everybody heard that.
You can make a ton of stuff on command, but what I'm talking about is graphics for social media. I do want to note, I just discovered you can make emails. So I had an open house. I'm not going to go, that's another rabbit hole, but I had an open house a couple weeks ago in the same area. I had hosted a open house in the week before, so I took the contacts I made from that open house and made a little email for my new open house and sent that out. So you can do a lot of stuff in here. I would recommend like just trying to take like 20 minutes a day and just explore what there is, because there's a ton of tools. But so anyways, I'll go to social and then continue, and there are a ton of templates that you can use. I always do Square because, as Rachel mentioned, we typically use Instagram, and there's so much in here. So you can do, sometimes I'll just scroll in here and try and find some like inspiration if I need something to post on our social media, because I run our team page in my personal. So for the sake of this, we'll do like listings and coming soon. And again, I'll go to Square for Instagram, and then I'll just pick one of these templates. And then you go to use. And the best part, or my favorite part, is that you can upload the images from the MLS.
You show where you click for the MLS?
Yes. So I click on this photo, and then you can, up here it says search for KW listing. You can drop down and you can either do the listing address or the MLS number. Anyone know what MLS number off the top of their head?
Does anyone have a listing coming up that they, or one that just went on the market that they wanna use? No, nobody?
4141 Cleveland Drive.
Oh. Okay. Is it this one?
Is this it?
That's it.
Okay, so all the images will populate, and then you can hit this little, like once you click on the image in the template, you can hit this little recycling looking button, and it'll replace the image. And you can just pick, what you want.
Wow.
And obviously, you can change all the text, the fonts, the sizes, like there's the possibilities around this. And then so once I've got once I've got this like set up and say ready, I want to post it to my social media, I'll go to done and I'll save the changes, and then I will just download this to my computer. Oh, wrong button, sorry. Oh, all right, here we go. Download, and then I'll download the PDF. I'll either like go on Instagram from my computer or my phone and upload that graphic. If I have a little bit more time, I will use Canva. Have you guys heard of Canva?
Yeah. Okay. I never heard of it until yesterday.
It's
like, who does this?
So, and this has like a ton of templates and stuff. These are some recent projects that we've done. I'll also sometimes I'll just make a blank graphic like this so I can put on my story early in the morning, like the day of my open house, and just like a refresher. And then I'll just link the listing through my KW website. And that is pretty much just the same thing here. You can do a ton of things more than just social media graphics, but I'll just go create design, social media, always Square for Instagram, and then you can like search their templates. There's a paid and a free version. The paid is plenty. But as I said, with this one, you do have to download the images from the listing, so it does take a little bit longer, but you can get a lot more creative. And there's all kinds of little like elements you can add.
Like I just made a post for our team page that will go up today, and like I added this little Cupid. You can see a ton of templates, and yeah.
Cool.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Is there a way to set timers through command to post for you, or do you use another app to, let's say you wanna post a week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks from now?
I know you can schedule them in command, but I haven't personally done it.
You can.
So I'm not sure how far out you can do that.
Any other questions?
Also, I think, and you clarify if you know this, can't you share a design directly from command to Facebook?
Yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Can you do it to Instagram too?
I think so, I just have never done it.
And also for us, like we post a lot on Instagram directly, and from Instagram you can share it to your Facebook that way also.
So you can definitely go straight to your Facebook. It looks like Instagram is not on here. And there's share up here, so.
And then from Facebook directly, you can
Yeah.
post it to Instagram at the same time.
Yeah.
Business.
Any other questions?
Do you see a difference in the algorithm when you post from command versus like from your like phone?
That is a great question. Honestly, we have not gotten that into the weeds about it. We're just trying to post regularly at
How
this
many
point.
times do you post a day?
We all post probably a couple times a day on our personal, and I try to post on our team page at least twice a week.
Okay. Are you doing reels also?
Not yet. That's definitely, I mean, obviously, I think everyone in this room has heard like everything is moving towards video, and we're trying to, these two will talk more about that, but have not nailed that one yet.
Nick?
I don't know anything about Instagram. Can you target your audience, or does everybody in the world see these, or how does anyone see your?
Generally,
your posts?
everybody in the world sees them. You can do targeting through ads, but I think that's a little bit tricky because they're, for housing is, like, there's non-discriminatory policies individually on Facebook and Instagram, so you have to do a little bit of research on that. I don't know how into the nitty-gritty of targeting you can do through those ads, but that would also be paid ads.
I'm totally ignorant about this, but how does this produce business for you if it's so random who looks at it?
I mean,
well, we'll get into
We'll
that
get
more
into
too,
it,
how
yeah, a
we
little
need to
bit
get
on that.
leads from it.
when I post, I always like tag either the county or like I'll tag Metro Atlanta, Cobb.
All right, that's how you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, location. And then on, our Instagrams and our Facebooks, we have followings, and I mean, we don't have, like, I have less than 1,000 people following me, but we still get so much lead generation just from that few people, so the more people that follow you, then the more leads you'll get.
I think one of the things that I learned quickly, I'm gonna come back to Kimberly, is that my generation is more Facebook, their generation is more Instagram.
Yeah,
So you won't find the people of that age group that are on Facebook.
Right, but if more of your following is on Facebook, then obviously you want to post to Facebook. And it works the same way, like what we covered today, you can post to both of them, and same with these, you can post to Facebook.
Kimberly, you got something?
Walk them through how to actually create a post in Instagram and link it.
Yeah, we can post together right now, actually.
Yeah, post the Valentine's one.
Yeah.
Burger straws. Wait, what is it? It's Ellinger.Link.
And do you link the stories? Can you put a link in the stories?
Yes, you can put links in stories too. Will and I will show you how to do that. Let's see. Oh yeah, wait. Nope.
I don't have it on my phone.
I got it. Yeah. Okay.
Woohoo! Alright. Okay, so as I mentioned, I just made this graphic so we can post it together. So I'll download it from Canva. I would never do it from, we always do it from our phones, not from our computers, but.
Hit the create.
Yeah.
Yeah, this toolbar is gonna be on the top on the mobile app, so it'll just be, the layout will be a little different. It's a little more user friendly on the phone versus the computer.
They're young, they just use phones all the time.
Yeah,
you know.
exactly.
So are iPads out also?
And Jim, I have also told you that.
I use them. You have an iPad?
My grandsons love their iPads, they love them.
They work similarly to phones, so like the app would be the same in iPad.
Carry your phone in your iPad, right?
Yeah, I don't have an iPad.
You know, that's your problem.
I can put it in my pocket.
I know.
I got a question.
Yeah.
While she's doing that, so if you create a post like you were doing before and you put hashtags on it, so then you come back to do another post, say for another list that you have, do you have to create those hashtags again? Or
No,
do they-
you can copy and paste them.
So you just copy and paste them, okay?
Yeah, so if you're
But you
in.
do have to tag them at the bottom again, they don't just automatically.
Right, they don't automatically, but you can go back like in whatever post you initially created them, when you edit the post to change, you know, the font or the writing, just copy and paste and then just put it in your new post.
Gotcha.
That way you don't have to like write them all again, but yeah, hashtags is also a good way to get people who don't follow you to see, because hashtags will end up on the creative and explore pages. So if you post something on there and someone's looking at like hashtag Atlanta real estate, and you just post it, it'll be the first one on there, so more people will see it that way.
I
You don't
will
do as
s-
much of the hashtags, but you can.
I will say that the largest population coming into home buying right now is the millennial generation between 30 and 36 years old. And they are all on Instagram, TikTok, and everything like that. So if you're trying to hit the most people that actually are getting into the market, that's probably one of the reasons you're following is your same age group and are like, they're not gonna open an email, but they'll look at that.
Yeah, and this is, I mean, that's exactly why we have so much success with it, because it's our friends that are buying, you know, the people that follow us that are buying houses now. So of course, we're gonna have, you know, success with it, because every time we post, you know, hundreds of people are seeing it because they're our age group. So, and we don't send, I one time tested with some of my friends sending them the emails from Commands, like the neighborhood market update, and they're like, all text me, please stop. Like, I'm not opening this is spam, like, if you
I
wanna
haven't
post the
seen my
neighborhood
son's
update on
eyes
Instagram,
in
I'll
like
see it.
2 years, cause
Yeah,
it's always like
exactly.
that.
So just, this is a way to reach a different demographic if you're trying to get first-time home buyers or, you know, people in their 20s and 30s. So, okay.
Okay, hold on. Did you just save all your hashtags in your notes?
Yeah, so I keep the hashtags up, like the bulk of them in a note, like.
Wait, can you go back and do that one more time?
Cause there's no way.
Please.
Alright, so I have it on my phone and I just airdropped it to my computer so you all can see, but I keep like a list of hashtags just in the notes app on my phone, so when I make a new post, I can easily just have the bulk of them and then I'll customize it to each post.
Alright, guys, why don't we do this way, guys? Why don't we have them come back and do like a bunch of this? Where everybody can bring their computers, we can talk about it.
That's a great idea, please.
Y'all okay with that?
Great idea, Jen.
Is everybody okay with that?
Yes.
Great. So we'll get you guys to come back and we'll even buy you lunch. Is that deal?
Yeah, for food, we'll do anything.
Huh?
For food, we'll do anything. Throw in dessert and you have a deal.
Right, we can do that.
Alright, so I just copied and pasted it. I personally, this is literally just periods. I like to do this so that when someone is scrolling, they're not like slapped in the face with a bunch of hashtags. This way, like, you'll have to hit click or view more to see all the hashtags, and I just feel like it's a nicer experience for everybody. So these are all of our hashtags. Honestly, you can go down a giant rabbit hole of like, if you should use hashtags, which ones, yada yada. So, you know, I welcome you all to go down those rabbit holes, but this is what we do. And then I just put Atlanta metro area. we kind of cover, like, I live in North Georgia, these two cover the Atlanta area, John's doing mostly East Cobb, so, I mean, we pretty much are all over. So I try to cast a wide net, and that's pretty much it. I add our hashtags. I'm not gonna do a ton of thought here on our little caption. I just said Happy Valentine's Day, and then I'll hit share. And there you go.
You want to show them what our news, what our feed looks like?
Sure.
So where do you link it?
All the graphics.
Like to Facebook?
No, like
Oh,
click
wait.
on the link to go to like your
So
website.
So when you link something on Instagram, the links are to like our blog or something like that.
But where do you put that link? Is it in your bio?
In the
No,
bio or
it's in the stories.
Yeah, you can do stories and bio. It won't let you, if you post a link in a post, you can't click on it. You'll have to
Okay.
copy, paste, and then add it. So a lot of times you'll see people click or like make a post, they'll say link in bio, and then you can click on that link. So a lot of people will have all their links or like their website in their bio.
And then Jenny always tags all of us in it because we use our personal Instagrams more than our team one. So now Will and I can both put this on our Instagrams as well.
How'd you tag?
I'm sorry.
How'd you tag people?
Just this little.
Oh, okay.
Originally it said click here to tag people, so you just click and then you'll type, you know, the name in, and it'll come up. And then you just select that person. And I'll hit done so that saves. And then this is our feed. Lately, and this is another thing I'll do for graphics. We run a blog, we try to post twice a month, so one of those posts is always a market update, and I'll just pull the numbers Will puts together, put it into a graphic, and then share on our social media. And this is something like the link is in the bio, our bio, so on our Instagram profile, you can click right here. That'll take you to our team page, and then our blog. You can get all the goods.
And these are like what we link in our stories. So like we'll do a post like, hey, just wrote the market update, click here for, you know, how the market's looking right now, and we'll link these so people can just go directly to them from it, social media, instead of like going through email or through Google or whatever.
Where do you get that content?
We write this.
Yeah, we write it all from scratch.
This is our monthly newsletter.
This is the grid.
This is what takes the longest.
So we do one blog a month. Usually it's it can like we do an informative blog every other month, and then the months that are off months we'll do something like 10 things to do in Atlanta for Valentine's Day or how to celebrate this holiday. So we try not to make it all just information. So we kind of sprinkle it out, but we do have a lot of stuff about mortgage rates, about how the market's looking, and then I also do a monthly market update that we put out.
Yeah, so that like this, for instance, this blog post is where I got 95% of the information for this market update. And I try to do that every month.
Yeah, but for now, like, as you can see, this only got 11 likes, so let's move on to stories because that's what gets like hundreds of people looking at it. This is more for information, aesthetic of our brand, I would say.
Yeah.
But what really gets us is like, this is what really gets our leads. So, yeah, I'll take it. So all of this stuff, I'll go to is post on my personal page, which if you guys have Instagram, you can look it up. Your realtor friend, Area Unprofessional. It's literally just my life. But I get a lot of leads from this. So I'm just kind of going to show you guys like this is what my story looked like yesterday. And I'm just going around doing my normal real estate job and posting about what I'm doing. I'm gonna play it again. Look at it. Double click.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, that's the one that asked for the pricing of it?
Yeah,
I
isn't
love
that
that one. I follow y'all.
Oh, thanks. So I'm just out of showing right now, like with clients. Actually, I get there before they come, so I can do this. But yeah, so I'm just
And
going
if you
about my
had
normal
people
day.
guess the price?
Yeah.
And was it 900?
No, 675.
Huh?
You're at 675. Way
I'll
off.
take it.
It's good. If you keep watching, you'll see that it's gonna go for more. Yeah, and I get people texting me, they're like, hey, can you post another one of these, or people messaging me on Instagram, like, hey, you haven't done one of these in 3 days, where is the next one?
Worth the whole presentation
I'm
for
also
just the
listed for
price.
$675
What a
in
fun
Morningside. It's only been on the market for 4 days and it already has multiple offers and it's calling for highest and best offer by today. So just based on the information, I'm kind of curious what you guys think of how high you think this house is gonna go for. I'm gonna put what I think, which again is just a guesstimate. You never really know how high properties are gonna go for, but just based on my experience and the other properties in the neighborhood, I'm gonna put my best guess, and I'm just really curious to see what you guys think it is, based on, what you know about real estate and the market currently.
What was written in your poll? I can't see it from back here.
Prices.
The price, okay.
Yeah, prices, so I think it was listed for 675, and I put like 650, 675, 700, 750, because I wanna get an idea of, just regular people that I know, how do they think the market is? And I've had people put 650, it's been on the market for 4 days, and it's got a bunch of offers, like, obviously they have no idea what's going on in real estate right now. My guess was 750, so when people like click on it, they can see what I think. And I'll get to that, like how it shows on my side, in the next video. So yeah, again, just showing where I'm going all day, what kind of houses I'm working on, what I'm looking at.
Do you call ahead to get permission to video do that? No?
Nope. I just do it. Instagram has different laws in terms of being able to share. If we post something that's like, we closed on, this is our buyer and we closed on this listing, we'll put the listing information as a post. But in terms of stories, it's like wide open. There's no regulations on it. And sometimes I have realtors follow me and we're like, wow, thank you so much for posting this. Like, we appreciate it. We're getting views now. So never had any complaints.
There's an agent in this office that she and I post each other's listings and are always saying something pleasant, or I showed this, or can you believe I'm gonna have coffee here tomorrow? And if you have friendly competitors like that, it's fun to do, because we almost try to see who can say the nicest thing.
Right, and we'll never say bad things about any of it. So this is the video. So I did a screen record of how I create these and what these look like on my side. Again, if we do a class and you guys have your phones, I can show you how to do it more slowly. But this is how I create them. So welcome to my page. So this is what it looks like on my side. So this was yesterday, so it was a few hours and like over 200 people had seen it. We've got a bunch of interaction of people guessing on the price point. People guessing here, most people guess 700. And then thank you guys always like my posts, thanks. My biggest hype people.
Gotta interact.
Yeah. And then I'm just scrolling down to show you guys like when people message me about it or when people vote in polls. So this is a poll I did. I'm gonna pause it actually, so you can see. So this is an easy poll I made. Who's hoping to buy this year? A bunch of people voted, and when they vote, I message them because they've interacted with me. So this girl goes, I'm ready for the buyer's market. I said, where are you looking? And then it goes into a conversation. So there's a lead, top one post. And I got a couple of interactions from this. So now I think I got 3 leads from just posting this. It took me, 2 minutes to post. And then this is how you create them.
You can also take a video on your phone, like say your client just pulled up, but you just did a quick pan and save the video, and then when you have a second, upload it onto your stories.
Yeah, and actually do that. It's pretty fast.
It's like, yeah, nothing has to be like instant or like, oh, I have to make a post real quick. Like, you can always save stuff for later.
Yeah, I always save it to my phone and do it because if my client's coming, I'm not gonna be doing it while they're there. But so when you go to stories on Instagram, you click on this little icon right here, the little square face, and then it pulls this up. Location, mention, questions. So this is the one I use, or no, sorry, quiz is the one I use for the pricing ones. Poll is the one I use for what I just showed you, like who's ready to buy this year. And then, you can do captions. If you're saying something and you want people to be able to read it, you click this and it auto captions for you. So there's a bunch of different routes to go. You can add hashtags. That's where you add the link. If you want to add a link to your blog, you can do it there. So a bunch of options there. and then you just enter it, feature in green, whichever one is the right answer, and then people play. And then you just add it to your story. And then you can add it to your Facebook story too, so people on Facebook can see it as well.
This is real, this is where the future is.
And respectfully, I disagree with that. The future is still as I meet you, you meet me, face to face, and we do business together. And that's an ill-informed opinion. That's just me. What are you looking like that for, Paige? I think really, is that true?
What's,
Okay.
Any questions on that part about how to post stories?
What's your Instagram? I'd like to follow you.
Your realtor friend.
Your realtor friend?
Yes.
Could I use that same?
Nope.
That's a great question.
It's taken.
It's taken me.
I have a lot of my friends' parents who call me, oh, is that your realtor friend? So I started using it.
It's great, it's great.
I'll put this up when you guys are asking questions so you can see, but this is their handle. It's your realtor friend.
Yeah.
Or you can just search my name.
Yeah, you can also search my name, Rachel Ellender. But again, if you follow my personal account, just know it's like you're gonna see my friends on there and other personal life things, which is fine with me if you guys want to look at that too. Okay, so now Will is really our most authentic person when it comes to real estate. He gets a lot of leads from just like doing funny things, like posting memes, stuff like that, which is like extra trendy in my opinion. So he's gonna talk about that and how he gets his following.
Alright, so I'm gonna give quick disclaimer. This first video I posted as a joke. We were at our friend's island, a hurricane came through, trashed this house. So this is a joke, it's not a real listing. But it was just like, it's something funny that you're talking about real estate, you're reminding people that you know about real estate, but you're not shoving it in their face kind of thing. So that's like a lot of what I like to do is like, I do try to keep it authentic, low key, but still, you know, remind people that I'm a realtor. So as I said, disclaimer, this is not serious at all, but can you guys see it?
Hey guys, we have a new listing coming on the market this week. Great bones, you know, absolutely, you could move in and work on it.
Turn it up.
Those bones. No FHA, no VA, only cash or conventional, please.
So this is like the kind of stuff I do. My followers, I don't have a huge following, but I have a lot of friends from high school, college, who are now we're in that demographic where they're looking to buy. So I try to keep stuff, you know, light, funny. So that was us at the island. One of the other things I do like to talk about a lot is people always show like the really nice showings with the, you know, the beautiful bathtubs and this and that. Sometimes when I see something interesting, I'll post that. I don't like, you know, make fun of a listing. But like this one right here, Rachel and I used to be flight attendants. So this is a little photo right here of a bar cart. That's a drink cart from a plane. You know, so I put the caption, tell me the seller is a flight attendant without telling me they're a flight attendant. Also, just as someone who worked in the airlines, I don't know how the heck you get those things off a plane without anyone noticing.
But yeah, like Will has a ton of people that are flight attendants that followed him from our previous job, and he's gotten so many referrals. We were based in California, so he has like a ton of referrals of our friends being flight attendants buying houses in California, and they see this and they're like, all right, Will, who's a good realtor over here?
And we have some great flight attendant friends who are also doing amazing in like the Calabasas area. So we do, another great thing about Instagram stories, which I like, is me being from another state. The amount of out-of-state people I can inform, hook up with other realtors. I probably do a little more referral business than actually selling houses, which is great. But that's like having a lot of, and then all the Californians are leaving California as well. So I've been setting people up with people in Idaho and, you know, Georgia and stuff like that. So having the stories and having that network of people outside of just Atlanta, Georgia is really a big plus for lead generation. Here's another one. This is a showing. This is a showing in Douglasville that I did. Just let me know what you think of the layout.
Curiously.
So in this house, you had a very deep soaking tub on the other side of where someone's gonna be doing dishes. Then you walk through that bathroom and you think there'd be a master back there, but there's just a laundry room. So it was just like a very, and interesting, and, it brings up the question, people are like, oh, someone's making spaghetti while someone's taking a bath, haha. But then you can like bring that back into, like if you don't like that layout, like what is your dream home? And then you can start that conversation with people. We talk about like the 36 touch rule. And I think with Instagram, it makes it very casual, but keeps everybody informed. So you're not just getting emails for your 36 touches. You're not just texting or phone calling and personally like just talking about real estate. When it's something like this, people will message you back, you have a laugh, you respond, you have a contact one-on-one conversation. So a lot of the story stuff, I like to do that as well because it really keeps you all connected with your potential clients. Here's a flat grill in the kitchen. So I did hibachi ? This post actually got me a warm lead with $1 million list or $1 million buyer. So my friend messaged me. He was like, "Oh, like where's that house? Blah blah blah. My mom's looking to buy. Her budget's $1 million." And I'll show another video of this same house. And he was like, she really likes kind of stuff that's weird or different. So something like a hibachi grill for her, some people would be like, that's very strange to have a hibachi grill in your kitchen, whereas some people would find that, very interesting and unique. So they also had a sauna in the hallway. Mind you, it's just like a normal, like a 5-bedroom, 3-bath. So that's another thing, is like stuff like this, you never know who you're gonna touch, you never know who's gonna reach out to you. So, pointing out unique things, interesting things. And then this is my last little bit. We call it the Wise Willie Wednesdays. So I do this, I actually got a post today. Every Tuesday, I put up a little question box that you can do on Instagram, and it says, ask me a question. We can talk about running. I love running 5Ks, 10Ks, half marathons. Music, food, restaurants, real estate. I literally tell people, ask me any kind of question. So this is kind of how my stories go on that.
What is up, everybody? You know what the drill is? It's Tuesday, it's Taco Tuesday, Tequila Tuesday, but more importantly, tomorrow is Willie Wednesday, Wise Willie Wednesday. Let's get wise, let's get smarter. What do you guys want to talk about? Running, diet, health, fitness, the weather? I don't know. Got any questions? Stocks, my stock portfolio is doing all right. You guys, if you want to talk about stocks and investments, I'm not a financial advisor, so don't sue me if you lose money. But let's do it. The box right there.
So then after that,
everybody.
So after that, I have that box, and then people put in questions, and then on Wednesday, I go through the questions and then do video responses. So this is one of the video responses. Someone asked me, "How do you feel about the housing bubble?" We all know there isn't really a housing bubble.
Popping tomorrow.
We've talked about that a lot last year. I remember in the team meetings about, is it gonna pop? Is it gonna crash? So this is just like kind of like a funny response I did. But then the second part, I give people more information about what the market's gonna look like in the next 6 months. So,
but let's do it. The box right there. All right, everybody, say it with me. We are not in a housing crisis or a housing bubble. The market was a little high, but it will not crash. Good job. Say it again with me. We are not in a housing market bubble. It is not going to crash. Prices have come down, but they will not crash. Good job, guys. Yeah, we're not in a housing market crisis. Things got a little hairy for a couple years, but everything is back to normal, guys. Nothing's gonna crash. People are like, I'm gonna wait till I can buy a house for $80,000 in the city. No, you're not. That's not gonna happen. So, buy when you can, buy when you have money, buy when interest rates are low, so you have better payments. That's all I can say. Historically speaking, the way the markets work, property values are a little lower in the winter and fall. There's less buyers out there, you got plenty of inventory still. Most people look to buy around the summertime, historically and just socially. You see like a lot of the kids are out of school, that's a great time for families to move and look at places. Families start looking in spring for summer because it can be a couple month process between finding a home, moving in, closing and all that. So you do see a lot more demand spring and summertime. You're gonna see a more appreciation during that time, about 3 to 8% appreciation between spring and summer, whereas the winter and fall months are a little more leveled out. So yeah, nothing bubbly about it, just how the market works.
So that's the kind of stuff I do, where I'll throw in a little something that's an attention grabber and then give people information, but it's not like super shoved down the throat. And I get a lot of great responses. I actually, after I posted this, someone was telling me, oh, well, I'm never gonna be able to afford a house in California. So I was like, my buddy Miro, who works for Keller Williams out in my county, back where I'm from, I was like, he's got so many great information, so many great packets about this kind of situation. So I hooked her up with my friend Miro. They have a meeting on Thursday, and we'll see how it goes. But so there's a lot of, the way I do stuff is just very casual but informative. So that's kind of my whole shtick.
Anybody have questions?
I want to go back to something you said, because I want you to heard correctly. Did you say that you post pictures of listings that are not yours?
So if we do like a post, like one of Jenny's posts, then we'll put the person like listed by blah blah at everybody's preference.
So you do put that on there. That's
Yeah.
what I missed. Cool. Correct.
Yeah,
That's
if you do
that's
it on a
correct rule.
story where you're just like walking through, like nobody knows the address, you know, we haven't closed on it or anything like that, legally you don't have to put it there in that section. Well, there's really nowhere to put it anyway because you're not, yeah, it's just a story. You're not like plugging the house or saying that you worked in the transaction.
And stories, just if you guys don't know, are only 24 hours unless you save them to your profile.
Yeah, just disappear.
Just to know.
Yeah. Other questions?
Good job.
Great stuff.
Yeah.
On how to make posts and put links and things and all that stuff. We're happy to do that.
You gonna post it
Would
for me?
you like a follow-up class for this, one where you guys should bring your phone and everybody work together and go like that?
Yes.
We'll make that happen. Won't we, Kimberly? Okay, we'll put that on the calendar. Anything else at all? Yeah, forget about anybody.
You wanna see my new boots that I got for Valentine's Day?
What'd you ask?
Do you wanna see my new boots that I got for Valentine's Day?
Yes.
Good job.
Wow. You wanna see my hip shoes?
I love them, I love them.
That's my hip shoes. Would you introduce yourself, please? Come on, stand up, please. Yay, welcome up. Yay.
My name is Stacy. I currently just finished my report and I think we're doing
Is this the place to be?
Yes.
Great place to be. Anyway, if you want to be in, we're in. Anything else at all? Welcome. Guys, have a great day. I'm headed to a meeting. Thank you all so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You wanna see my new boots again?
Oh, sorry, you were saying.
Good guys.
No, I'm actually.
Well, I'm commercial from
I know all that too.
Yeah, my husband, I'm essentially.
Like a good system, like time block work. So like where can I put it on?
We have like
2 hours.
Walk this through. Is that, I always hear this
yeah, but the thing is all of a sudden, like the algorithm.
Was that the,
all of a sudden started adding.
who was it that asked about it?
I'm just
Take it up. Take it up. Yeah, we talked about that a lot. I was clearing out a car that was a friend of mine.
But yeah,